Hi, everyone. So nice having you all here. Welcome to our webinar on the key color and print trends for spring summer 2026. We know how busy your week can get as an entrepreneur. So, this is why START works to find out the best times so everyone can join relevant content like today's session. I'm tuning in from São Paulo, Brazil, and I would love to know where you're all watching from. Please drop your city or your country in the chat box. I'll wait a second so I can see where you're tuning in from. Don't be shy. I see we have someone in Spanish here. Oops, star. Hola. Toronto, Canada. Hi, Parigi. So nice having you. Johannesburg, South Africa. Amazing. So nice to have you here, Chabo. Argentina. So nice having you as well. Cape Town, South Africa. Northern California. Hi, Debbie. That's great, guys. Thank you so much for letting me know. So, since we're talking about seasons, if you could also tell me in the chat, let me know in the chat, what season are you currently working on? So, today we're going to talk about the spring summer 2026, but maybe you're working on the fall winter for the end of this year. Maybe you are still working on this season right now. Which is at retail, or maybe you are even working further ahead. So spring summer 2026, great, Debbie. So we're we're really at the right time for you. That's great. Okay, so again, today we'll dive into the colors and prints that will define next summer with practical insights you can apply to your collections. So it's going to be a really rich conversation full of inspiration. Olivia, summer's 26 and beyond, amazing. So we're really in the right timing for you guys. So for those who don't know me yet, I'm Isabella Bez. I've been at WGSN for 8 years now, working across new business, customer success, and for the last 5 years as a content editor. What really drives me is understanding what makes a fashion product actually sell. So my focus is to simplify the complex world of fashion so your business can make smarter, more confident decisions that drive real results. Now let's take a quick look at what we'll cover today. So I'll start by explaining our START method, how we identify and classify trends. Then we'll dive into the seasonal color palettes and combinations for spring summer 2026. And finally, the key print palettes that will bring newness to your products. At the end, we'll also have a few minutes for questions related to this presentation. So as I walk you through the presentation, you can feel free to drop your questions in the chat, and I'll come back to them at the end of our session. Don't be shy. It's really nice to have a conversation, even though we're all online. So START is a platform born from the WGSN group, created especially for fashion entrepreneurs who needs practical and accessible solutions. That's why we've united 3 essential pillars in one place. So we have expert curation with content developed by global specialists. We have practical tools that accelerate your creative process. And we have education with classes from the best market professionals. So you no longer need to navigate the fashion world alone, as START is your right hand for making more assertive decisions and developing collections that connect with your audience. So as I've mentioned, these are our 3 pillars. So first, trends that truly matter with daily updates. Also, we have tools that make your life easier with a gallery that has about 10,000 new monthly images from runways, retail, street style. And third but not least, our full masterclasses with international and regional experts. So, as all of this is in an intuitive platform, which we also offer an app for your phone, so it's very easy to use, so you can focus on what really matters, which is creating and curating products that sell. So what sets us apart is our START method with trend commerciality expertise adapted to your real needs. So we have global experts with local perspective. We have a team of trend spotters across multiple countries. We have analysis of regional movements with global potential, and we curate runways, trade shows, retail, e-commerce, and social media. And we offer this exclusive commerciality method in a unique system that classifies trends based on the potential of investment for each season. So we anticipate exactly when each trend will impact the market. So you launch at the right moment without wasting investment. It's not just information, it's commercial intelligence transformed into practical results for your business. Don't miss the trends that are taking off right now on our Instagram at Start by WGSN. You'll find weekly highlights of rising trends, practical tips you can apply today, visual inspiration straight from major global markets, and behind the scenes of our curation process. It's your daily feed of fashion intelligence. It's fast, it's visual, and always useful. So follow us at Start by WGSN on Instagram. Without further ado, let's start with the 2026 landscape. So it's important to keep in mind that in this presentation, we're focusing on colors that have a strong commercial potential for this season, for this spring-summer 2026 season. And we're focusing on shades that add newness to the season, which show a real opportunity to update your products. So you can find the complete palettes, including colors and prints that have a more trans-seasonal appeal, in our color chart and in our prints chart, both reports that are already available for subscribers on our platform. So all of these analyses are based on comprehensive studies of material and product trade shows, as well as summer pre-launches, specifically the cruise, or as you may call, resort collections that set the tone for the upcoming season. So let's begin with oceanic tones. The profound admiration for the sea emerges as one of the most significant color trends for summer 2026, channeling tranquility and peace through soft blues and greens, particularly mint, as chosen by prestigious brands like Chanel, Elie Saab, and Ulla Johnson. So this oceanic direction represents a strategic investments across diverse categories, from footwear to beachwear, offering brands a versatile palette that resonates with consumers' desire for serenity. So for key colors, here we have soft blues, we have aqua green, and we also have a lighter version of teal. So these oceanic tones don't merely reference the sea, they capture its emotional essence, offering consumers a chromatic escape to tranquility. The sophistication lies in how these seemingly simple tones can be elevated through strategic styling and material choices. So mint green makes a comeback as the hero tone within this Oceanic family with a digital appeal for youth consumers, representing the perfect balance between freshness and sophistication. Its versatility allows for both subtle integration into neutral palettes and also bold statement making when used as a dominant color story. Okay, our next palettes are the vibrant tones. So the vibrant spectrum gains unprecedented depth this season with colors enriched by nature's own properties. So think magenta pink, avocado green, and berry red, alongside hyper-saturated vivids with distinctly digital characteristics in orange, blue, and yellow. So this dual approach reflects our current cultural moment driven by AI images, where natural inspiration meets digital acceleration. So the result is a color story that feels both grounded in organic authenticity and energized by technological innovation. So these vivid tones achieve remarkable depth while maintaining their connection to nature's enriched properties, creating colors with pop sensibility and playful energy. Think intense orange, electric blue, and golden yellow. They capture the optimistic spirit of digital culture while maintaining enough sophistication for luxury applications. As the Y2K comeback gets a contemporary update, this intense bubblegum pink transcends traditional seasonal boundaries, offering a bold statement that speaks to both playfulness and confidence. Its intensity makes it ideal for accent pieces and statement accessories. Another highlight color for vibrant tones we have here is avocado green. So updating lime green with an earthy and grounded aspect. Avocado green promotes rest and tranquility while maintaining contemporary relevance, carrying a carefree appeal that aligns perfectly with themes of community and natural connection. It represents, it presents itself in variations of fresh, medium greens that echo nature's young foliage and diverse, healthy ecosystems. Finally, we have a combination, an interesting combination for vibrant tones here. So oceanic tones are a highlight here as well, emphasizing blue variations for this season's narrative. So here we have deep blue, which is strategically combined with mint green, creating a visually striking proposition for both print applications, but also campaign executions through styling. So even if you haven't developed a piece that has a combination of both colors through print, you can still get into this trend, invest in this trend, while opting for combining pieces of these different colors, as you can see in the third image by Fendi. Okay, now our next palette, light and pastel tones. Pastel tones renew the palette with cooler shades. So these aren't the sweet pastels of previous seasons, especially for summer. So different nuances connect to the summer's infinite ocean and sky variations that we've been talking about so much for the season, but with a more serious and less romantic approach than traditional pastels. It even gets a little bit sexy for youth consumers. So for maximum impact, prioritize fresh tones that carry subtle sophistication through their muted undertones. So now let's talk about the key colors for this palette. So here we have pastels that bring a refreshing energy while maintaining a complexity through their cool undertones, such as peach, such as grayish blue, and also variations of purple and lilac. So among the washed tones, variations of purple and lilac, as I've mentioned, emerge as particularly significant, referencing lavender's benefits while maintaining a fresh digital appeal. So it's really important, this duality from nature and digital. It's very important here for this season. We also have the sweet pink. It offers a mature and even sexy approach to romance, avoiding exaggerated romantic interpretations while maintaining feminine appeal. Even when it's hyper feminine, it also has a dark set to it, a dark tone to it, in terms of it is kind of rebellious. That's what I mean. So we saw the super opportunity hyper pink has offered for the recent years, but now that we are kind of over hyper pink, we still are not over from pink in general. So we have these two big opportunities here that present to us for this season, which are sweet pink and also bubblegum pink. And we also have an opportunity for magenta, which is a great color to work with as well. As I've mentioned, we have the full color palette for the season in our platform. So as another highlight color for pastels, butter yellow continues as a key color, moving from minimal tailoring to more playful combinations. So this opens up new opportunities for butter yellow, offering warmth without overwhelming intensity. Now, some combinations for pastels. So this delicate combination of yellow and sweet pink, of butter yellow and sweet pink, reinforces both the permanence of pastel tones and a more mature romanticism. So yellow acts as a balancing point for pink, renewing the interpretation of these colors while maintaining visual interest. Brown is a timeless tone that has achieved the fashion status for the recent seasons, and it's still very important. But now with this combination with pastel blue, the brown, this deep brown, gets to elevate the soft blue to a more contemporary and commercial appeal, bringing a sort of summer freshness without sacrificing sophistication. So think like this: the full the full outfit with light blue would kind of be a little bit delicate and a little bit, romantic. But when we clash it with deep brown, we get a more sophisticated, result from the soft blue. Now to our last palette before going into the print selection. We have these colorful tones that are sort of medium. So even in summer, these darker tones, they maintain their timeless status, offering an earthy and nocturnal counterpoint to the palette through strategic, luxurious tones. So it's really interesting to see how for the recent years we have been working with vibrant and pastel tones for winter, and with darker tones for summer, in a way that it adds freshness to both seasons. So this is still the case for next year. So these, more grounding tones, they reveal a less obvious perspective on nature, which is, as I've mentioned, a very important theme for this season. And these are colors that we sometimes forget that are present in natural environments, but they are very luxurious, and they offer, as I've mentioned, this really refreshing update for the summer. So here we have amber yellow, dark teal, and camel brown. So keeping a timeless status while offering a natural appeal, we see fresh approaches to aquatic, earthy, and floral tones. The elegance lies in their less obvious perspective on nature. So for the key colors, here we see an updated red in a wine hue that maintains commercial appeal and familiarity, while appearing in washed versions that capture the largest share of the vibrant color mix. So we are seeing, in terms of quantity, in terms of volume in the collection, we are seeing these more washed out versions of the red, which is what we see as a red wine, but a little bit washed out. So as consumers continue demanding longevity and versatility, wine occupies this strategic position as a vibrant tone with enduring appeal. Another highlight color for this palette, dark cherry. It personifies radical escapism and empowerment, and it possesses a seductive quality that transcends seasonal boundaries. So it's very fresh, it's very interesting, and it's very mysterious. So this tone's connection to nature through its brown undertones offers a more closed proposal for the season, linked to feelings of empowerment and confrontation. So very interesting color for spring, summer, right? Now let's talk a little bit about combinations. So pastel yellow is a perfect match to insert cherry during summer. And as a contrast, cherry is paired with amber to a more sophisticated approach. And lastly, on color, this color palette here was a win for summer 2024. I don't know if you remember it, but there was a lot of this theme around an interpretation of the sunset. And there's still space to explore this combination for 2026, but with a little some subtle updates. So we have here more grounded tones, such as amber, and such as this vintage pink that we have in the middle. Okay, so now let's get to our print selection. So we continue to see just let me give you an update on comments. Don't forget to keep commenting. If you have any questions, I'll get to them later at the end of the session. But drop the comment in the chat so you won't forget about it. And we'll have a little bit more to discuss at the end of the session. Okay, so we continue to see a renewal of classic prints in response to global uncertainty, making consumers more cautious with purchases. So particularly those that are seasonal and quickly outdated. So textured surfaces gain strength in this scenario and add a luxurious feel and timeless feel to fashion, but At the same time, prints, they become more impactful through artistic designs that emphasize authenticity, with broad scales, particularly in classic prints, and rich color combinations that mix pastel with vibrance. The result is sophisticated updates that create high contrast and compositions while maintaining commercial viability. So to summarize, with a lot of the uncertainty, consumers still want to invest in commercial prints, but they want to keep their interest, with new launches and with different combinations and designs. So this is why we're still talking about pretty much the classic prints, but with a fresh appeal to it. Okay, so first we have floral maximalism. So the maximalist aesthetic has been propelled by TikTok culture, with broad and colorful florals continuing their upward trajectory through contemporary updates. Key characteristics include brush strokes and signature traces, suggesting artist partnerships. So if you have the opportunity to work with, to partner with an artist, this is a perfect opportunity for this theme. We also have color blocks, as you can see in the image in the middle, and contrasting combinations. So all of this add newness to the designs. We also have, as you can see in the first and the third image, light backgrounds that are not white and they are not off-white, but they have this sandy and butter yellow tones that add a little bit of this soft beige, this warmth to the prints. So the trend elevates classic florals through rare and less familiar flowers. So it's really interesting. As you've said, you're all over the globe. We have people from South Africa, we have people from Canada. So it's really interesting to see this opportunity to, research which flowers are local and regional and are very unique for your country, for instance, and you can build a narrative for that. You can work for this narrative for the collection and also use it to communicate on your e-commerce, Instagram, TikTok, etc. So we have also ornamental details that create sophisticated compositions. So as you can see, this is not the classic digital floral print, right? That we have this perfect designs and elements, but this is rather a very unique and artistic design for florals. So for our next theme, we have impactful geometrics. These respond to the desire for maximalist visuals as well, while remaining within classic boundaries. So we have brands strategically working with 2 or 3 high contrast colors to avoid overload while creating significant impact. So the combination of stripes in different amplitudes adds movement and visual interest to such traditional prints such as stripes. Brands like Zimmerman add freshness through mixed prints within the same item. So we have this shirt that you can see in the image in the middle, which is combining different patterns of stripes, which is very refreshing to see. And this creates a sophisticated effect of layering. So currently trending on Instagram through celebrities like Kendall Jenner and Olivia Rodrigo, polka dots represent accessible luxury with timeless appeal. For summer 26, brands have updated the classic with broad scales that feel contemporary, while fluid and semi-transparent pieces create elegant effects. So one thing to consider here, even though it's already in retail and it's already all over Instagram and TikTok, we have many luxurious brands that are still investing in this trend for next year. So it's important to consider that this trend will remain interesting, and you have to understand how to update it in a way that it keeps the polka dots refreshing even for next year. So black and white, they remain the primary investment, as you can see, but there's space to experiment with other timeless tones like beige and brown, as you can see in the last image by Stin Goya. And also consider the first image of Carla Zampatti with these very large polka dots that are very luxurious, as you can see. So spring boho, at start we have anticipated boho's return that was first for winter 2025, and now we're tracking this theme's continuation into 2026, reflecting the increased longevity we're seeing in trends. So in prints, boho is characterized by more relaxed traces and the combination of different elements such as paisley and lotus flowers that are inspired by Indian culture. We also have repetitive elements inspired by scarves, and this scarf in itself is a very important trend for this end of the year, fall, winter, and it continues through next year's spring, summer, as you can see in these images, especially if you take a look at Bloomerine and Atro. This is a very obvious reference, and it's so beautiful. So this boho is updated with spring aesthetics, as you can see, with low color contrast, light traces, and washed tones that have reduced saturation. Okay, now we go into another theme that is the seaside sunset, and we have talked a little bit about that over the color trends. So the ocean inspiration, as you know, becomes a major theme for 2026, with the contemplation of the ocean as a place of energization, that is a hard word, driving this trend. So these feature soft tones of green and blue, which obviously reference the sea, and yellow, which reference the sun, that are combined in gradient prints and abstract forms. So consider here that it's not that graduation of the of the ombre that is digital and that is perfect. This is not what we're seeing here. We're seeing gradient prints that combine this sense of manual printing, of doing it artistically, of doing it slowly. So it's putting the piece of fabric in the so you can, sorry, I forgot the word in English, but so you can add color to it, and then you pull back, and then you put another time, and then you take it back, and then it creates all of these layers of color. So it's not perfect, but it has an authentic feel to it. So these artistic touches through imperfect gradients and brush stroke mimicking traces, they offer lightness and refreshing qualities for the season. So we only have two more left. Now talking about animal power. And I don't know about you guys, but we are at Start, for instance, we're seeing trends daily, and we are a little bit tired of animal print. But as you can see in the pictures, we have these major brands that continue to invest in it for next year. So we have Bloomerine, which is a very youthful brand and very sexy and very, TikTok. Ferragamo, which is mature, minimal. And we also have Ulla Johnson, which is more romantic, but at the same time, a little bit casual. So all of these brands are major brands, and they work with very different audiences, and still all of them, what they have in common, they are investing in animal print for spring summer 2026. So this means we can't look away, we have to persist with animal print. So when in doubt, invest in smaller quantities. So if you're thinking, oh, maybe my consumer is over it, maybe it won't sell as much for next year, invest in smaller quantities, but maintain at least some items to avoid missing the seasonal opportunity. So maybe 2 items in your collection that have animal print, and it might be enough for your brand. So zebra is the primary print for the season, and it delivers impact and power through broad scales, updated with slightly distorted and abstract designs that breathe new life into animal print. So this is why it's animal power, because it's impactful and it's meant to provoke and cause, interest. So our last theme for prints, blooming garden. So the context where hyperfemininity has captured desire from both mature and young audiences creates opportunity for sophisticated floral updates. So delicate florals gain fascinating updates, transforming pieces into artwork through designs worked with overlay effects, with sheerness, and with blur techniques. We have, if you look closely, you can see some subtle references of the 19th century Impressionist art movement, which is very, very beautiful. So we see delimitations that aren't so clear and that dissolve into seamless transitions. So this is another really interesting opportunity to work with artists, to collaborate with them. So blooming garden represents an opportunity to distance from cliche while invigorating romanticism in fashion with authenticity and with creativity. So that's our complete overview for spring summer 2026 trends. Remember that this content is available in much more detail in our platform, covering additional segments like party wear, intimate, apparel, sportswear. So today we've only brought you the key highlights. And these seasonal trend reports are released every season, but it's crucial to stay updated on emerging trends happening constantly. That are perfect for creating capsule collections or quick market responses. So that's why our platform features daily trend updates in our trending section, keeping you ahead of the market. As a thank you for joining us today, enjoy 10% off your subscription with the coupon code webinar10. For those who aren't clients yet, simply scan the QR code on screen to connect with our team. They walk you through a personalized demo and show you exactly how our platform can transform your design process. So feel free to reach out on WhatsApp. Sorry, I say WhatsApp because in Portuguese it's WhatsApp, but in English, WhatsApp, right? So with any questions that you might have, so we're here to support your success. Again, thank you all for joining. So we have here Lily's fun shows. What colors would you suggest for a small Australian athleisure brand? So when we're talking about a small athleisure brand from Australia, I would suggest you to keep an eye on these more timeless colors and work the major volume of your collection in those more transitional colors, or even with subtle tones. So what I mean by that is invest in pastels, but invest in them with these new opportunities such as peach, such as sweet pink, such as mint, which are great colors. And we also have an opportunity for you to invest in these more grounded tones, such as amber, yellow. We also have this very interesting brown, this camel brown. So I would go for timeless appeal, but that has some elements of newness and of freshness for spring summer. And remember that colors that are more darker tones are very interesting and luxurious for this next season. So I would consider that, considering you're an athleisure brand. Okay, now we have Debbie. Oh, sorry, I have one question up there. I'll get back into it. So Debbie, would you rank these trends that you presented them? What would be the top trend? Since we're talking about a global audience as start, it's very, very important to you as a brand to consider who exactly your audience is. What are the hot items that are the hot colors or the hot prints for your audience that have historically sold well. And for instance, if your audience really connects with greens, so take a look at the other options to update greens for spring summer, and you can focus more on those colors, and you can even focus on these oceanic hues. But overall, what I have presented here today is the hot trends that we have been seeing with a lot of volume, a lot of recurrence, and with a lot of commercial appeal for spring summer 2026, in terms of that they add freshness, they add newness, but they are still very they are not these emergent colors that are on the side, that are only being worked by more for brands that are very niche. But actually all of the colors here are very important in terms of commercial appeal. So it would be my answer would be for you to consider all of this and focus on what has worked better for your audience. Okay, so I have FCB here. How much colors do you recommend to work within a small brand? So which colors, right, I would recommend for a small brand? I would say that in terms of being a smaller brand, you have the opportunity to work on colors, to invest in colors that are very, seasonal, and they might even go out quickly. But as you have a smaller production, of course, it depends on the, process, how much time it takes for you to produce something. But you have the opportunity to work on very limited and exclusive collections in which you don't have to invest a lot of money and a lot of volume into one color. So I would say you should consider this more colors, seasonal colors. So bubblegum pink, for instance, we have mint as well, which are very youthful, and also in terms of prints, it's very interesting if you could offer something that is artistic. So as I've mentioned, a collaboration with an artist, and when I mean artist, it's someone that is very niched, is very, it might be starting out, but they have talent. That is what's important. If they have talent, and they're accessible to your brand, and they add, they complement your brand, then that's a perfect match. So this is what I would recommend. Let me see. Samantha, you mentioned the code does not scan for you. Thank you so much for letting me know. You can use Instagram or even our platform to talk to us. So there's a chat in our platform where you can access the conversation, and also you can DM us on Instagram, and we'll answer very quickly. So thanks for sharing. I'll let everyone know that it's not scanning, and that we're going to check that for the next session. Also, you asked. Oh, sorry. I now see that my my camera is up. It's down here. Let me put it up. Okay. So, what colors would you suggest for a South African small business brand specializing in haute couture formal wear? Wow, that's amazing. I love that you work with, more party wear, occasion wear. So, okay, we have this report that is, we have a lot of, content for party wear, and we have this very specific report for party wear colors. Our latest one is for fall, winter, 25, 26, but soon we'll have, and it's specific for spring, summer. But okay, mainly I would say that considering party wear, it's very sophisticated, and it's very there's a lot of romance involved in it. I think you should consider some colors like the Oceanic colors. They work with different audiences in terms of ages and in terms of styles. So I would consider these colors that also have this timeless appeal. I think the same answer for the Australian athleisure brand, because when we're talking about athleisure, we're talking about something sophisticated. We're talking about something that is fresh. So I think I would consider that as well. And we have been seeing also some colors that are very vibrant for party wear as well. So I would take that into consideration, both this pastel hues and also this more vibrant tones. And we have here our answer from the marketing team. Thank you. Samantha, you can try and message us on WhatsApp through this link that I've just highlighted. Nana, What colors would you suggest for a kid's swimwear brand? That is a very interesting question. So we have also this segment inside the platform that is specific for kids. But what I can, tell you right now is that we have been seeing a lot of vintage colors. So considering it's summer, considering we're talking about kids, so there's always the opportunity to work with very light colors with this vintage appeal. So instead of going for like total pastel light yellow or a vibrant yellow, there's an opportunity for you to meet in the middle and work with more grounded tones, but that maintain a little bit of energy, But we have many content for kidswear in the platform. So, you can simply filter that segment and you will find many information, directions, and trends over there. I think I covered everything, Samantha. Thank you. I loved your question and, talking with all of you. Oh, I see now that while I was talking, I see that Jessica is from Indonesia. So nice to have you here, Jessica. I hope you all enjoyed this session. I hope you mostly, I hope that you leave with many insights, and hopefully I'll see you next month. And don't forget to check everything in much more detail on our platform. Thank you so much, everyone. See you next month.